Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lynne Lazare. I will be honored to serve the people of Brampton as a trustee for the Peel District School Board. I've been a middle school teacher in Peel for the past 14 years, and a teacher prior to that elsewhere in a private school. I've also been involved in other fields which took me into a bank environment, research grants and contracts office of a university, and the offices of a trustee of a different nature, that dealing with personal and corporate bankruptcies. As a teacher, I've always been in a role of public servant, with the goal of promoting the best in education. I've made a tough decision to put my teaching career on hold by taking a leave of absence so that I can pursue my passion for education in a different capacity and from a different perspective in a more community-based, parental, interactive way. I feel that to move from teacher to trustee is a natural progression and will help me take my passion for education, the process of education, and my desire to see students achieve success to a different level. Some of my main goals for taking on this role of school trustee are, 1, to ensure effective teacher, parent, student communication always. 2, working with the schools to find solutions to banish math phobia, because that seems to be a prime concern of parents. Whenever I've had parent-teacher interviews, that's the first and foremost on their minds. 3, paying closer attention to the differences in the learning styles among children. 4, ensuring parents are adequately and clearly informed about educational research, so money is properly allocated, and in this regard to fix the funding formula. And 5, to provide the conditions and resources to promote critical thinking and problem-solving skills in the children. In order for any of the above goals to be recognized, we must ensure children always are and always feel safe and secure, feel free from bullying or the ravages and threats of drugs and the peer group pressure that might lead them in this direction.
Thank you.
Dealing with the issue, this issue of drugs is all part and parcel of promoting safe schools so that they are positive places to learn together. In fact, that's the Peel District School Board motto, and they promote this in their Safe Schools Policy number 48. But what are and what should be the school's roles in trying to reduce or eliminate a very real problem that exists in our schools, particularly at the high school level, and ultimately becomes part of our community and society in general? If you look at statistics of children who think, for example, alcohol, how it interferes or how dangerous it is when one is driving under the influence, you get approximately 20%. Statistics show that 40% do not agree or do not even recognize that driving under influence of marijuana is equally as dangerous. So it's just interesting to see that children think marijuana is not a potent drug. Prevention is your first step. Having students being involved in real-life activities to see real-life difficulties out there and helping out so that they feel like they're contributing to getting rid of life's roadblocks. An example of such an activity might be to volunteer in a soup kitchen. This would open students' eyes to how easily things can go wrong in life and how we must always be ready and willing to prevent it. There needs to be adequate teaching about drugs in the school so that awareness and knowledge is clear. Children need to know what drugs are, its actual meaning, prescription drugs, those found in household products, street drugs or hard drugs. Topic includes cigarette smoking, beer drinking, and even highly caffeinated drinks.
Thank you.
Focusing on character attributes and character building is a good starting point for the prevention of bullying. Such items as collaboration, whereby students learn to work with others to resolve conflicts, learning to take the initiative rather than being followers, becoming responsible citizens, and all forms of self-regulation. These items actually are built right into the prevention report card, and they need to be taught directly to the students. Part of a school success plan should always include bullying prevention and intervention plan, which lays out specific goals and puts strategies in place for specific negative behaviors. Cyberbullying, as said before, can be a hidden form of bullying, and schools and the liaison police officers need to have access to Facebook pages and the like to control this. Schools must do their utmost to promote a safe, nurturing environment. Aside from the comprehensive drug education in the schools and a bullying prevention program, overall expectations to promote success is the main preventative. So the schools must help students become responsible, respectful members of society by setting high expectations, reinforcing positive attitudes and behaviors, promoting safety, healthy choices, and respect for others, fostering parent and community involvement, encouraging student participation and leadership. There's a program called Minds Up program moving into Ontario, and it's partnering with York University with values, similar values to the Best Buddies, charity to dig for an improvement in the quality of life for young children.
Thank you.
Well, one has to consider the needs of the community and its demographics, its cultural makeup, and socioeconomic factors. Just getting back to extracurricular activities, one of its pluses is if we have things like animation clubs and drama productions and sports activities, this is what enriches the school, and it plays to students' strengths and motivates those students who do not feel they're academically inclined. We know that intelligence is defined in many ways, and we accept the multiple intelligence approach. So somebody who's excellent at dance, or someone who anticipates necessary moves during a basketball game, for example, is every bit as intelligent as a student who has a skill at researching science phenomena or can unlock the mysteries of a math equation. And we need to value these things, and we need the students to recognize that they don't all have to be academically inclined. We also need to realize that we as teachers are educating our students for jobs that don't yet exist. There are jobs out there, technology is developing at such a fast pace, they have to, and many other jobs are disappearing, such as jobs in factories, on the production lines. They no longer exist. Technology is taking over. So the children need to be taught, or need to learn how to develop an entrepreneurship type of existence, and the IBT programs in Peel are helping with that. Thank you. The Peel Board has presently is initiating a new program called Engaged Math, and it's a 3-year numeracy strategy. And I find this really exciting because my passion, as I indicated before, is math, and my fear is for children who are concerned about math phobia. I went on and actually obtained a master's degree in my never-ending quest to unravel the mystery of math phobia. It is a popular concern for parents, and I embarked on research surrounding this topic, which led me to write an extensive master's thesis to explore this issue. So this is what I want to get involved in. I would like to be involved in this Engaged Math process, which has an instructional focus and instructional strategies and assessment priorities. And frustration with the system is what's always made me want to promote optimal learning. Thank you.
Thank you.